Hey guys, we're back. We're just waiting on Scarlett to ready up as we are in the lobby for this finals match. INnoVation versus Scarlett should be a fantastic TvZ. At this point, like, who cares who wins? But I love that we joined the lobby and oh, that's what they've been talking about this whole time. Crank and INnoVation are good friends, for those who don't know, and Crank and INnoVation are just having a bit of back and forth in the lobby. But yeah, I guess INnoVation wasn't sure like what the prize here was. So again, like INnoVation and Scarlett are both qualified through. They're both going to play in the main event and have a chance at the $250 first place prize. But this is just a little bit of icing on the cake. So this match is worth $50. We'll see what it's worth in terms of players as far as, I guess, their skill on the line. But, oh, my God. Never has the on-fire tag been more true than today. In the Southern Spawn location, we got the Pink Zerg player. She is truly on fire. It's Scarlett.
And in the North position, one of the greatest Terran players of all time, this is INnoVation.
I mean, INnoVation, I guess we've been putting a lot of hype on Scarlett. INnoVation as well has had a fantastic run today. Only dropping one map so far versus Patience, but, you know, taking pretty solid 2-0s across the board elsewhere. So him and Scarlett, both in that regard, only dropping one game in their tournament run to the finals.
Yeah.
Oh, Scarlett. She just did this on the gold. And this is against Protoss. She goes straight up against the Terran, and she's going to get down and dirty versus INnoVation, who, by the way, has chosen to go command center first. Oh, no.
Does he look? Oh, he does. He does. He sees it. That's a good start because, you know, a fair few Terrans would just go down that ramp and go scout their opponent's base. They wouldn't bother poking at the third. Who makes a hatchery at your third these days? Come on. But no, he does check and he gets that information early on. So he drops 2 racks right away, which you'd expect because he's gone CC first.
I think
but
this
he
is a great
has the ability to defend early on.
You know, for Scarlett to do this, I think a lot of what you expect of these spine crawlers and Terran players in other situations would rush out that gas and try and get a factory down, try and get the tank ASAP. But INnoVation has no gas. This isn't Reapers. This is him just looking for a lot of Marines to fight with. So he's actually going to be using a lot of his micro to dance around this. And for Scarlett's sake, like...
I'm not going to drunk. Oh, on the hot scale, I'm a 10, baby.
I guess you aren't able to hear the Twitch alerts, but Zombie Grub, while not being here, joins us in spirit to remind us how hot she is. Thank you for the $10 donation, Tom KD. This is Ace Kate. But, yeah, the bunkers are going to be hard enough to break. I think Scarlett should absolutely be able to do it. Looks like she's doing Ravagers with this, so this will be super easy. It's not spine crawlers, but a lot of this hinges on, like, INnoVation having enough units to fight once the wall's down. You know, the bunkers are here to buy time. They're going to keep that wall alive a little bit longer. But once the wall breaks, and it will inevitably break, can you take on the Ravagers? And I think with enough Marines, you absolutely can. So this is a great response out of him.
Yeah, it certainly is. We'll see how much he's actually able to get done here because it is a bit of a squeeze in terms of time. You know, you want to get through that wall. You want to get to him before too many units are out. You don't want to let those bunkers live. But we'll see how it works out as the first few roaches start to pop out here, being made from the closer hatchery first and the main afterwards. Sneaking in another couple of drones, some queens, just getting the creep spread going nice and early with that hatchery. So
oh no, Scarlett, you gotta control that perfectly. You can't goof up with those corrosive piles. Now again, people are asking in chat, this is best of 3 confirmed. It's just an exhibition, kind of like we're all done with the day, one little bit of an extra match type thing. So not best of 5 here. Scarlett's gonna find a nice little edge to get that deep, but that's gonna supply block INnoVation. Really annoying. Of course, INnoVation's trying to keep these repairs. He's doing a great job of it. Scarlett's finding all these positions that are like barely hold position out of range of the bunkers, so she can just sit down and shoot away. That depot's going to break. And once again, another nasty supply block. INnoVation actually doesn't have depots to even drop supply on. He's building them behind the mineral lines right now, but this is a huge stall in his production.
yeah, I bet he can't wait to have that stim on his side. At least the biles aren't actually able to do anything. Sure, it costs repair time and minerals and all that good stuff, but he's not gonna die in a second or anything, you know. He's just calmly repairing them, going about his business back in the base, and he's buying plenty of time.
Well, for this too, Scarlett should ideally be landing these crucibles behind the bunker, aiming for those SCVs, but she can't get close enough.
Yeah.
If she gets I think it's 6 Ravagers can one-shot the bunker, or 6 or 7, I can't remember. But the point is, she's gonna eventually have enough crucibles so repairs won't be a factor. But there we go, kind of getting them a little bit closer to the back, trying to keep those SCVs back. Almost gets to the bunker, and auto attacker too may have locked that down even.
Yeah. Can she get it this time? Almost.
Oh, so close. But okay, last Ravager necessary being made, and yeah, it's the 7 number. There you go.
Yeah. Speed about to kick in as well.
I fear for Scarlett at this point. She's too all in, and INnoVation's got Marauders, Marines. He's gonna have Stim even behind this. In fact, if he can buy time for Stim, that's it. Game over.
Yeah, it's almost there to. It may kick in while she's marching up the ramp and whatnot. This is something I didn't actually consider either. Given there's 4 bunkers, she can't actually kill them all because as soon as she kills 2, another one will pop up. So here we go. She's got the hole in the wall she was looking for. She's going to charge up the ramp here.
The Lynx actually... The Lynx ate a lot of that bunker damage, which was huge. The Ravagers are pretty expensive, and they're going to go down now. But Scarlett, unfortunately...
it's not even close.
She's killing a lot of SCVs, but this still is it's like one base versus INnoVation. There's a lot of armies still standing. So GG's. INnoVation could take that first game. I was gonna say there towards the end, that bunker thing that quickly reminded me of that inside the game. Whoops, wrong scene. Where they started talking about bunkers and investing in bunkers so you could salvage them later to get money back. Because INnoVation had 6 bunkers down. That was insane.
Yeah, well, that was just well handled by INnoVation. He's not going to fall to Scarlett's dirty tricks. So she's going to have to come up with either a better trick or a different plan altogether in the second game for that $50 reduce.
Yeah. Gotta find out what the next map is out of Scarlett. That will give her a second to think, guys. Small commercial break. We'll get into this possibly final game, as it is the best of 3. All right, folks. Oh, wait. Nope, there's the hiccup. There we go. All right, folks. We're back. We're loading into game number 2. I actually have to speak with Crank real quick, though, once we get in, because... hang on. How do I get to observer chat? Oh, my God, all these tabs. I hate being referee. Crank, is Inno going to be okay if he has to... or has to leave for Nation Wars? He will still have his qualified spot. Because we just got news during that break that, I guess, checking Twitter, Beyond actually lost, and South Korea may have to field INnoVation sooner than expected. Okay. Well, we'll just play it out then. I think Crank's meaning it's not his problem is what he meant to say there.
Yeah.
But game number 2, spawning here in the top left side. It's gonna be the Pink Zerg player, Scarlett.
And in the bottom right, he's the red Terran, known as INnoVation.
There's no... I have to actually tab through all these whispers to get to observer chat. Okay. Cool. So yeah, shout out to Crank for helping, I guess, translate for both sides of the equation. Because, yeah, for us, the concern is, we're having some fun here with this qualifier. We're not at all trying to be, invasive towards Nation Wars. So if they had to pull INnoVation, normally in BaseTradeTV tournaments, in our actual rule set, we have it saying, if a player has to forfeit for any reason, they give up any money, any qualifier spots, everything they would have, earned at that point in the tournament if they bail early. So I want to make it perfectly clear. INnoVation, okay, I'll have to yield $50, but he'll still have his qualified spot for the main event if he does have to duck out and go, because we don't want to. No reason to be too harsh with that.
Yeah.
Anyways, it may not be a problem though if he can lock down a 2-0. He's up 1 game versus Scarlett, and Scarlett might be at fault for that though. The proxy INnoVation as a Zerg player is ballsy to say the least.
Yes. I'm just pleased that Scarlett's hatchery is in the right place this match.
You're just I get it. You get the little bit of, you just pet the hatchery on the head, there, good
yeah,
job.
I was pleased to see that happen. I know it's very greedy of me, but I would like to see a quote unquote proper game out of these guys, because I'm keen to see how a more normal game would go.
All right. Well, regardless of what this actually goes to, I just want to see Baneling's speed, because we've spent this entire
Yes.
tournament still not having the answer to, did the patch hit Korea? Is it applied now where Baneling's only have 5 health with speed instead of 10? And obviously we're not going to get to find out about carriers. I guess I could have
We
looked
almost
earlier. Yeah, we almost did, but the game was like over as the carrier spawned. So I don't know if that really counts.
Yeah, true. Well, we didn't find out, so I guess it doesn't count at all. But maybe this time we'll see some banelings. I can't believe we have not seen any banelings. Actually, that's crazy. Now that you mention it, but
Well, it's not so much. You guys consider we cast a considerable amount of ZVZs, and baneling speed usually doesn't come into effect there. The ZVP, I guess, was a maybe because we have seen Hydra banelings, but the games were so dirty and gross. And then TvZ, obviously, we didn't have the option. So, yeah, this would be like one of the first times we get a chance to see baneling speed in an entire tournament. Like, what?
yeah. Well, we'll see if it comes to fruition here. Our hopes and dreams of that baneling confirmation, but for now it's looking pretty chill. I mean, INnoVation has expanded. He's gone into the usual couple of racks, one with a reactor, one getting stim. Medevacs will be on the way in just a moment, so we might see some pressure once those are finished.
Yeah, but this, more importantly, is we're talking about Scarlett doing this, that, and the other. It's a very standard opening out of INnoVation. This is not anything too fantastic, other than we'll see his micro play out. But I actually totally forgot. Whoa, rewinding time. I don't remember who INnoVation was playing against, but the last time we saw INnoVation on Echo, he did a TvZ where he was fighting against a Zerg player, and INnoVation only made Marines and Widow Mines. There's no Marauders, no Liberators, no tanks, and he was fighting Ultras and winning. And I was like, what is happening right now?
Those are the sort of games where I go, I don't actually understand StarCraft at all.
I know,
thought
you think you understand it, then something like INnoVation changes it up for you. But Scarlett with a lot of queens. Oh, barely doesn't stop that Reaper from getting to the main. But she'll pick it off here. I don't think you saw the double Evo, but Scarlett's also playing very, very standard as well. Nothing too extreme. In fact, her queen count is even somewhat conservative, considering you'd want to have a lot versus INnoVation.
Yeah. And her Overlord is in prime position there to give her a bit of warning about this double drop coming on in to the main. Yep, it's going to go into the main to start things off here. And actually the Lings were heading across the map for a moment there, so they now have to be pulled back towards the main. Drones are evacuated.
But spawning pool is getting focused down. INnoVation, if he can cut out Scarlett's ability to produce units, that's pretty bad. The positioning here, she's actually starting up another spawning pool right away. She knew that was going to go down. That was kind of nasty to have to deal with. Baneling has halfway finished too, and this drone line here is now in a lot of trouble. Scarlett pulled everything back to the main. Queen could try and focus on that medevac maybe, but she did not trade out well versus INnoVation.
Gosh. Uh-oh. Yeah,
GG. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. No need to worry about INnoVation and Nation Wars. Good guy Scarlett, good girl Scarlett. I guess gonna just let him go if necessary. But congratulations to INnoVation. He'll get $50 for winning this. He's got his qualified spot. Scarlett is still qualified too, so she's gonna have an invite back to that main event coming up on. What did we put the date for that? The 30th or something? It's on Team
That's a
Liquid.
good question. You'd think we'd know, being that it's our time.
Well, in fairness, I'm casting so many things. My brain never
it's
remembers
on
when
the
anything is.
30th, yes.
Awesome. So, yeah, tomorrow we're going to have the second set of qualifiers. We'll see more people come through. It'll be the same time as today. So many fantastic people joining us. These sexy bastards waking up this early for some StarCraft. I hope to see you again tomorrow. The sign-up list for tomorrow, by the way, already looks pretty good. You got Impact. You've got Classic, Sue, Beyond. Beyond couldn't play today because of Nation Wars. He'll probably be able to play tomorrow. INnoVation to sign up, but obviously won't need to play. You got Ryung. You got Lena coming back for round 2. You got Patience. Zest is playing again, apparently. So I think we'll see even more people sign up between now and then. I hope to see them sign up at least. But,
yeah, it'd be great to see all you guys joining us tomorrow as well. Same time, 3 hours before now. Is that math
Was this only
correct?
3 hours? Did we just run through a crazy long, amazing tournament in 3 hours?
In fact, not even 3 hours because we started just after.
Right, and we ended a little bit sooner.
Yeah.
So, I guess thank you for joining me. We'll go to one last commercial break here in a moment, guys, to say our proper goodbyes. But yeah, still making Korea great. I'm glad this tournament turned out so well. We'll see you guys in a couple minutes.